Hi there, it's Ali Fresh, and this is my new slot machine using 3 bits of binary. Yeah, it is in the basic shape of my last slot machine, but this time it's a bit more complex. The game experience itself is much more authentic, like a real slot machine, and yeah, it has a much better timing and dramaturgy. Yeah, I will show you what this means. I will come to the game in a second. And yeah, of course, you could generate randomness much more easy. You could just have, binary things and randomizers in each slot. But yeah, I believe a cool slot machine should have its own slot wheel. And yeah, this is like the heart piece, the brain of this machine. And yeah, that's why I built it like that, because I love, things have a brain, and I think slot machines should have something like a wheel that spins them. And yeah, this is a test decoder that I made for testing it. But now, before I do anything else, I will show you the game. Here it is. This is the slot machine's game hub. And yeah, I will explain you everything. I just check if I'm really recording. Yes, I am. Cool. Okay, so yeah, it has 8 different symbols. And yeah, like, you probably know what a slot machine is. You might know them from pubs or bars or casinos. You get different symbols, and your objective is to match 3 of a symbol. And yeah, this requires some luck, and most probably you're going to gamble your money away. But of course, it always gives you some reward, and it has very high rewards that stimulates you and yeah, keeps you on playing. So this slot machine, yeah, has different symbols that you can match, and additionally, you can have of these bar symbols, of these gold and iron or silver or whatever ingots. I know it's iron, but it looks a bit like silver. Yeah, you can also combine them and get a pretty low reward, but at least you get something. And the same for the for the gemstones. You also can combine them and get a, yeah, lower reward. So yeah, this is some additional um, stuff happening, some additional game mechanics, and it also has slime blocks. These work as jokers, so they can replace yeah, every symbol in each of these combinations. Yeah, dim stands for the reward, so you get a lower reward for these, and yeah, normal reward for these. And if you get 3 slime jokers, so if you're really lucky, you get 5 free games. And yeah, you got a free games counter here. Probably, I can also cheat, of course. I've got my own cheat switches in the system because, yeah, of course, the chance is really low to get these. But of course, I will first show you natural games. So yeah, these lights here are status lights that show you the system status. It has an additional shuffle function. Th These are things that I will show you when I come to the showcase guide through the mechanical part of it. So yeah, in my last slot machine I had a chest with an item filter, so you could only put in diamonds, but that's my single player creative world. Yeah, I I feel more like pressing buttons here. That was the shuffle mode, not rolls for the first slot. Yeah, we could get something. No, we didn't get anything. So yeah, we can just start a new game. the items will disappear before they cause any trouble in the display. So yeah, whenever this lamp is on, we can just start a new game. Whenever the game over lamp is on. Yeah, we already lost. Yeah, if the first one would have been a slime block or a gold or iron thing, we would have gotten something, but it's not on our side. But you see, it keeps you on playing. You see like, I almost got it, and you keep on playing. That's how these things work psychologically. I mean, okay, yeah, that's a shit symbol because you can't really combine it with any other symbol. Yeah. So you've seen a few example games. Of course, we didn't win anything because, yeah, you've got to be lucky to win. And yeah, you've seen the timing, you've heard the music, you've seen the lights, and yeah, I will explain all the timing later because yeah, the bottleneck of the whole timing is the yeah, water flow mechanics for the display. My last slot machine just used simple blocks. It's too far to see from here. Just used simple blocks and pistons, elevating them to yeah, show them to the player. But yeah, this one uses items because it's a bit more complex. And yeah, this is also why it has a ton of hoppers. And it is still much quicker than the previous slot machine, which I'm really proud of. And yeah, but I'll come to the timing later. First, I first I want to win something. I could now switch on the free game counter, but this would take too long to show you. I do it before I explain the system to you. I think that's a good idea. So yeah, we randomly switched. We randomly yeah, switched a cheat. So now we will win something. Um, we don't really need to care about the display because yeah, the machine will just think we got three of the same kind, just for you to see the winning animation. Yeah, I don't care about the display. Yeah. Oh, we switched on the free games. Oh yeah. Now we and I gotta switch off the cheat now. This was this was the three slam blocks, so we won the free games. Yeah. So yeah, now you can see the free game routine of this thing. Here's the free game counter, and yeah, the player loses his or her free games. And yeah, notice even now it's much quicker, but even now the items disappear before they cause trouble in the display itself. Sorry, just woke up and I thought before I do anything else, I got to record this because I wanted to record my cool slot machine for a long time right now. So yeah, so you've got my personal being super excited voice. slime block. That's the joker block. Maybe we get something. With the diamond, an emerald, or a slime block, we could get something. No, of course, it's iron. Yeah, I can show you a bit the system. 1 second. Um, 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 um. Okay, make it early morning. And yeah, you see the wheel spinning. Another game? No. Oh yeah, another game. That was the shuffle circuit. That's the wheel spinning. First slot got its info. And yeah, we are already at the technical part. So, of course, I will begin with the hard piece with the brain of my slot machine. This is the wheel. And yeah, as I told you, randomness would be much easier to generate just by randomizers in the slots, but I wanted to use a wheel. And yeah, this one has a fixed timing. It has additional shuffle circuits, and yeah, it generates a random sequence of codes by itself. Here you see the codes. So right now I'm standing on my test decoder, which also has a fork. So this is a forking the signal into the real decoders. So this magenta clay line transports the signal to all of the all of the different slot decoders. So um, this is the test decoder, and as you can see, there are blocks that get that power the comparator and blocks that don't. I won't explain all the basic redstone stuff right now. Um, I will guide you through this, and you will pretty much know what's going on if you know a bit your redstone basics. So yeah, this is a simple cauldron comparator decoder, however you want to call it. And but in my system, this represents 1 and this represents 0. This is because yeah, that's the way how I build these decoders. Yeah, so remember off is 1, on is 0 in my slot machine. It's like the inverted super slot machine. Yeah, so yeah, but this is not just a cycling sequence of codes, but I've got this intersecting piston tapes that their task is to recombine the codes, and they are triggered randomly. So when the shuffle circuit is on, yeah, which is this green one, it will trigger these randomizers, and they have a 50-50 chance, a 50-50 chance of triggering these intersecting wheels that recombine the sequence. And whenever the wheel itself spins, so the shuffle just happens before the game, and during the game itself, they are also triggered randomly, by this very basic clock. Yeah, by very basic, I mean that this is the clock that pretty much runs the system during the wheel is spinning. So this clock here is connected to a latch. I will explain that later when I come to the game flow. First, I will explain this wheel here. So yeah, this clock spins the wheel. This is a so-called signal breaker or monostable or however you want to call it. I also had buttons to test the whole thing when I was building it, because this was the first thing I built together with a test decoder. And yeah, this also activates these intersecting tapes that recombine the sequence. So yeah, in the last slot machine, I will just fly over there, little quick. And that one looks really ugly, and it took me a ton of time last year. And this one I got pretty quick in comparison. So this one took me like ages, and this one was like a week. I don't know. Yeah, that was just a week, and I just played an hour of Minecraft every day and built it. But yeah, maybe 2 hours. Um, and yeah, this is my old slot machine. Looks really ugly, and this is its old wheel. And the old wheel, it also has 3 lines, but this is not a binary code. This just, each line represents one state, and yeah, there are only 3 states, these 3 blocks. And yeah, the randomness was by stopping the wheel. So the wheel would stop at random. This is how most slot machines work. I mean, if you I didn't get anything here from YouTube, I just thought myself, hey, I want to build my own cool slot machine, and yeah, this is why it looks so shitty. But yeah, I'm pretty sure many or most slot machines work with these piston tapes, and yeah, use this simple thing here. So yeah, but now I decided, hey, why I've figured out to build decoders and thought myself, yeah, cool. I mean, the decoder is of course not my design. I saw it somewhere, but it's pretty easy if you think about it to come up with something like that. Um, yeah, but the wheel would stop at random, and this is of course really bad for the timing because theoretically it could go on forever, and most of the times you're lucky and it's like a pretty quick game, but sometimes it can take really long, and yeah, that's not what you want. That's not what I want, at least. So yeah, this one doesn't stop at random. The randomness is in here. These are the randomizers. Um, this one has a counter to stop it. So um, the clock that runs the wheel is triggered by a latch. So yeah, this is a latch switching on and off. You can switch it on from one side, switch it out from off from the other side. And yeah, and this clock is also connected to a counter. This is a pretty ugly counter, I must say. Fortunately, I'm not a compact builder, so you can see, so all the circuits are visible for you. So if I was a compact builder, you couldn't see anything of what's going on. So yeah, this is a counter, um, putting holes into that thing, and signal length counts that. And yeah, one thing is, we are now already, we we left the wheel, we left the wheel. We are already at the internal game sequence. So how the game sequence works. Yeah, so this is the second part of the guide. The third part of the guide will be the gates and the game evaluation, and the last part of the guide, all the display related and player interaction related things in this thing. So yeah, this counter first gives a signal to the latches in the slots that I will come to in a second, but it will also switch off the wheel. So yeah, the wheel now stops, and yeah, this is triggered by counter, not by randomizer. So it spins one time, and then it stops, and its state gets red. So yeah, for the game sequence, I will start at the reset circuit, which I made yeah, in blue clay. Okay, I hope. So it took me some time to start to make this video. I should have taken a look at my machine first. So yeah, this is the reset circuit. Whenever whenever there is something in the free game time, in the free game counter, um, of course it takes a free game from your free game counter. So yeah, you have a limited number of them. This is the free game counter, by the way. I don't need to explain it much, I think, because it's also really ugly. These are just lines from the counter itself leading to the free game lights in here. And yeah, the reset circuit goes all the way here, and yeah, this is a little timing thing. So this is you can call it an inverted breaker or a falling edge monostable, whatever. So what this does is it gives a signal whenever the signal yeah gets off. So this is a delay mechanism which the comparators cause a delay, and whenever, so yeah, this is basically this is making a bigger a long delay. So yeah, this means that other things are going to happen first. Early morning, yeah. Sorry, yeah, it's pretty early. So first, the latches that lock the slots are reset. This one, and this one. So yeah, the slots will be ready again to get a new input. And then the shuffle mechanism uh, will spin just to shuffle everything a bit more. And the last thing that happens, so this happens when the yeah, signal, this shuffling happens during this delay circuit has a signal. So yeah, this will extend a pulse to a very long length. And yeah, during this very long pulse is happening, the shuffle circuit will happen. And yeah, after this pulse, this yeah, inverted breaker will give out a new pulse that will finally start the game. Of course, it's much quicker than I explained it. Yeah, you saw how quick it was actually. So yeah, this is the reset and game initiation circuit basically. And yeah, then of course, eventually this counter will trigger the wheel clock to stop. And yeah, what happens is the first, yeah, I call this a control latch. The first control latch gets activated. What this control latch does is, one thing is, um, now it is activated because now we are at the end of the game, and yeah, so yeah, this whole machine has the state it has at the end of a game. So this control latch is already activated. So before before it is activated, though, this repeater is locked, so the signal can't travel any further. And yeah, this slot is unlocked. But yeah, when this gets activated, the slot gets locked. What this means is these repeaters get locked, and yeah, they are recently, as you can see, recently the wheel is on the state 100. Um, but yeah, here it has 100, but the slot itself gets a very different, gets like even the opposite signal. So this is 100 and this is 011. 00, yeah. And here, the next slot, the wheel gives out the input 100, but the slot itself has 111 because yeah, the repeaters were locked at some point, and yeah, this is how the signal gets saved in each slot. So each slot saves a signal, saves a separate code that is yeah, generated by this wheel. And yeah, these control latches actually tell the slot when to save a code. And yeah, they also unlock the signal to travel further the next time to the next latch. So yeah, these control latches are actually what makes the main game sequence. Yeah. So And then let's stay with the game sequence at first before I come to the evaluation part. So yeah, I come to the evaluation right now. But yeah, this is something for the dramaturgy. Yeah, this I will explain in the last part. This is a very long delay because yeah, I will explain this now. Yeah, I use items and water flow for the display. There, items are flowing on ice that should be quicker than hoppers, but yeah, even that is a bit slow because you gotta wait until the items are in their slot. And yeah, this is causing the main delay of the game. And of course, all the displays and all that stuff um, should yeah wait for the items to be there. We don't want to mess up our own game, and it also the player needs to be entertained, um, and so there need to be lights happening, sounds happening to create a dramaturgy for the player to interact with the player as the let's say we are the machine. As the player interacts with us, we also have to interact with the player to make him stay focused on the game, to make him yeah hot for a new game. And yeah, this delay this delay allows the item to travel into the slot before the player gets the rewards or gets the winning sound. So yeah, the game already could already know if you have won, if you're the player, but the item is still traveling to the last slot. So this is the countdown to the last symbol, which tells you if you are lucky or not. So yeah, this is basically this delay. And yeah, here are already the gates which compare the output. So yeah, let's get to the evaluation part. So you might already know how these decoders work. Um, so this is half, these half slabs just carry on the signal through all of yeah. Their task is to fork the signal on every single decoder unit. So here, as you might know, the signal can travel up the half slab, but it also affects this torch, or in that case, a repeater which is placed here. And yeah, this is classic AND gate with a triple AND gate with a triple input. So this torch only switches on when all these torches are switched off. So yeah, this is an AND gate that reads out the input. In this case, it's 000. Yeah, yeah. So this is basically 000 because I built the decoder like this. The next one would be 001, 001. So yeah, this torch is only switched on. Yeah, this torch is only switched on when there's a 001 happening here. And yeah, this is basically how all the decoders work in the slots. It's the same crap that I built there. And yeah, so the signal is then saved in these decoders. And this decoder here shows which one is the active one. So right now in this decoder, last game we got. So this is the first symbol that we got in our last game, and this was a iron bar or silver bar or however you want. No, wrong. Sorry, it was an emerald. Yeah. So the first thing we got was an emerald. Yeah. So yeah, a signal is inverted here, and yeah, these water channels are display related. So whenever the first slot gets locked, let me see. If let's say in our last game. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I forgot something. Um, and also the display. As you can see, As you can see, um, from what I explained you, it would always, whenever this changes, throw out an item. This is not what we want, but we only want it to throw out an item, uh, and according to its state when when it locks. So yeah, damn, the day-night circle is pretty quick. I should learn that command to stop it. So yeah, whenever the this control ledge gives a signal to stop the slot, then this line here will activate again. So it will switch off in the beginning of the game during the reset, and then it will switch on. And yeah, it will only, yeah, these comparators here, uh, most of them are cancelled except one. And yeah, so this is the dropper that will spit out the item. And yeah, and it is also the block. So this block here, this is the magic block. It powers the dropper and it also carries the signal on into the gates. And yeah, these are ladders I built for these gates here. And these are triple AND gates, like also AND gates with three inputs. Input 1, input 2, input 3. And what they do is compare if you have, for example, this is the poppy, rose, whatever. Um, I think it is. Yeah, it is. It should be. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what this gate, this lowest gate here does, it only gives out a signal when you got a rose in each slot, in each of all the three slots. So yeah, if you get three matching roses, then this gate will yeah give out the signal that you get a reward eventually uh, when the game is finished. And as you can see, I've also built additional gates, and that's the whole magic. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this idea. It's not a good idea, I know, but I'm really proud that I came up with this. I know I'm not the first guy who came up with this. There are people who build real slot machines, and I'm pretty sure people build much cooler things in Minecraft. But yeah, the thing is, there are also additional gates that have several inputs. For example, this might be the gold silver thing. Yeah, so this is the gold silver or gold iron thing. So whenever there's a gold ore, this is like a ore thing, a ore gate. So whenever you got a gold or an iron ingot, uh, you will get um, you will get an output to this AND gate here. And the same for the gems. Whenever you get an emerald or a diamond, the gate at the top is activated. And right now, yeah, last game we didn't get anything, no reward. As you can see, all the torches are switched off. When the torches are switched on, they give a signal to these AND gates. And yeah, so you only get the reward when the game is over. So what this AND gate does, it compares. Has he got three gems? Yes or no? The answer is no in this case. And it compares, is the game just being over? So is the game just finished? So yeah, we don't want to get rewards before the game is finished. We don't want to get rewards before we start the next game. We want to get the reward exactly when the game is finished. So what this does is it asks, hey, did he get three matching things from these gates? And what the next thing is, it asks, uh, yeah, is the game just being finished? And yeah, if the answer is yes, this thing will trigger this old school breaker. This is how I built them in the past before I, used these droppers and hoppers and stuff. This old school signal breaker, so it reduces the pulse to exactly that length. To I don't know, it's three ticks, I believe, 2 to 3 ticks. And yeah, this is a delay. So yeah, all these signals are broken down. So yeah, they are all they all will be just to make sure that they're equal. But yeah, they should be equal anyways. Sorry, I'm talking too much. And yeah, this is a delay that determines amount, the amount of the reward. So there are, yeah, this is causing a delay, as you might know, and some of these cause longer delays, and some of these cause smaller delays. And yeah, depending, and this clock, as long as this delay gives out a signal, so a really long pulse, um, as long as this really long pulse is on, this clock gets triggered, and yeah, throws out its diamonds. So the longer the pulse is, the more diamonds you get, and it kind of looks like this. Yeah, sounds a bit like Zelda, doesn't it? Very rewarding. And yeah, yeah, this is unfortunately the only thing you gotta refill. Um, all the other items in the displays don't need to get refilled, but yeah, right now there's nothing where the payer plays. I could easily, I mean, it's not a big thing. I've built this whole fucking, sorry, thing. Maybe I gotta beep this. Um, I built this whole thing, and yeah, it wouldn't be hard to build an item filter here, uh, filtering diamonds, starting the game, putting them here. But why? It's my single player creative world, and and if you're on a server, I wouldn't recommend to build this thing. I would recommend to build it without that wheel. I built this wheel because I'm in single player, I can afford it, and I love wheels, I love slot machines, and I love, steampunk robot dinosaurs with their own brain. And this is like, this is an awesome thing. Imagine you would give it, possibilities to change its code, like not randomly, but you know, I don't know, maybe this isn't too great, but this is a cool thing. I love it. But yeah, on a server, of course, you should build just, these randomizers. Just build three of them. These, I know, I mean these 50-50 randomizers here, this thing. Just build three of them, and they also will give you a random binary, 3-bit binary code like this thing does. And yeah, so on a server, you should search for easier options that don't cause too much lag, and also all these lighting updates. Yeah, you shouldn't build this thing on a server if it's a big public whatever server. So yeah, the last part. Okay, I come now. I stay at the evaluation and reward part a bit longer because yeah, this is the free games counter. Here also there's um, a delay clock actually because yeah, this is a very short pulse it receives. This thing will receive a very short pulse, and so this will actually yeah, be ticking all the time, like click 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 click. Yeah, this is being a comparator clock. And yeah, this will reset this counter. Not reset this counter. This will set this counter. Now it is in its reset, in its yeah, in its original state. The original state is you don't have any free games because why should you have free games? But whenever it gets triggered by having three slime blocks like here, this by the way doesn't need a delay because if you get three blocks, all the other things are also triggered and give you the biggest possible reward. Because yeah, you got everything, and um, so biggest possible reward is 7 diamonds, and it will also yeah send a very small pulse here, and yeah, this will then set the free games counter, and yeah, these lights will turn on because this dropper will contain 5 holes, 5 diamond holes. Yeah, and yeah, there's no binary stuff going on here. These are just simple redstone lines uh, that carry the signal all the way there because I was lazy and I know it looks not too good. Yeah, so that's the whole reward thing. This video shouldn't be too long right now. I kinda 40 minutes. Okay, okay. I ex actually I expected it to be not too short. So the last part is player interaction, and yeah, I explained everything about it. So yeah, these are lines that bring the items into the according slots, and this is yeah, connected to the game termination circuit here. Sorry for that sound. This is the game yeah, I made it almost the same color as the reset circuit because it kind of is from the same family, and yeah, it will trigger this long delay connected to a breaker, so it's an inverted breaker or falling edge, monostable, whatever. Um, that will give out a short pulse after a long time. So the idea is long delay, and then because yeah, I want that the game, yeah, this is I made this while testing the game, and it took out the items way too early, so I made a very long delay to make sure the items disappear after the player had enough time to watch them and see his, his game result. And yeah, then the items get sucked up into these hoppers and in these elevators that now work on purpose, so it's not a glitch anymore. In the past, I always used dropper elevators and torch towers because wasn't too enthusiastic about using glitchy things. But now I think it's a constant game mechanic, so I can use it and don't need to rebuild it anytime soon. And yeah, this should put the item. Yeah, here this is a classic item sorter. Yeah, this is not my design of item sorter, of course. I don't design too many things except cool slot machines. Yeah, but this sorts the items back into the droppers, and so everything is reset, everything display related, and yeah, here are these wool things here make sounds whenever a game started, and this is connected to the shuffle light. Now that's the game over light, and here's a latch that switches the game over light off and on. And yeah, here I had to the display related thing had to get a bit yeah, put into one place everything because you only have one player hub and all the display related mechanics need to come here. And yeah, this is the reward music thing, like the Zelda sound, and this is the countdown before you end the game. I will now start another game. Shuffle circuit. Roll for the first slot. First ledge activated. Roll for the second slot. Wheel is spinning again. Wheel stops. Second ledge activated. Roll for the third slot. Oh, we could win something. Legitimately nice. Countdown. Tension. And we won something. Wow. We won the reward for 3 random games, which is 4 diamonds, because yeah, this was the Joker block, and yeah, here are 4 diamonds. That was a nice random finale. That was no cuts. You see, I didn't do any cuts. I'm a bad editor. I'm a good editor actually, but I don't respect my um, cutting gaming videos too much. I'm more like, edit music videos like my own whack rap music. I do really whack rap music. You shouldn't check it out at all. Um, um, but yeah, cool videos. Um, yeah, that was a nice finale. It was a nice coincidence that we won at the end in our own game that is designed for you not to win and to gamble away all your money. I hope you enjoyed the guided tutorial slash tour through my slot machine and you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too boring for you, and I hope it was helpful for you if you want to build something like that. And yeah, Have a fantastic time, a good day. Be, be, yeah, be happy. I love you. Peace.